Today on Rappler. Percy Lapid, self-confessed killer, says he and his conspirators trailed the broadcaster for days before killing him. President Marcos appoints ex-PNP chief Cascolan, Department of Health undersecretary. A Korean airplane crash lands at the Cebu airport runway due to bad weather. North and South Korea exchange warning shots near the sea border. Ukraine bans Russian state broadcaster RT over a prisoner's call to drown children. Blacklist International makes Mobile Legends Professional League history with its third title. And pop superstar Taylor Swift sets a new Spotify record with album Midnights. Self-confessed gunman Joel Escorial says the group behind journalist Percy Lapid's murder followed Lapid around his work and home for days before killing him in his vehicle in Las Piñas. Escorial disclosed the details in his confession dated October 18 that was only released to the media Monday, October 24. Escorial says a certain Crisanto Palana Villamor detained in Bilibid ordered him to kill Lapid, while siblings Israel and Edmond de Maculangan and a certain Orly were given orders by another alleged middleman, Christopher Bacoto, to help Escorial do the hit job. Meantime, suspended Bureau of Corrections Chief Gerald Bantag is named one of the 160 persons of interest in the murder of Lapid. Philippine National Police Chief Rodolfo Azurin says Bantag is included because he was one of those Lapid criticized in his radio program. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. names retired Police General Camilo Cascolan Health Undersecretary. Cascolan was police chief in September 2020 during former President Rodrigo Duterte's term. Cascolan is among the brains behind Oplan Tokhang, the Duterte administration's notorious drug war that killed thousands. Progressive group Akbayan denounces Cascolan's appointment, saying the position is not a job for amateurs and first-timers. The Alliance of Health Workers also slams his appointment, saying it is a huge insult to health experts qualified to run the DOH. ACT Teachers Representative Franz Castro also reiterates calls for Marcos to appoint a health secretary as soon as possible. The DOH has yet to give more information on Cascolan's assignment. A Korean air flight veers off the runway at the Mactan Cebu International Airport near midnight on Sunday night, October 23. Arriving from Incheon, South Korea, flight KE-631 crash lands into a patch of grass at the MCIA. A statement from the MCIA says the aircraft overshot the runway due to heavy rain. The Lapu-Lapu city government's assessment says the aircraft attempted to land twice before crash landing off the runway on its third attempt. The LGU's medical team recorded no injuries. In a statement, Korean Air calls it an abnormal landing due to worsening weather conditions. As of 11 a.m. Monday, all flights departing and arriving in Cebu have been cancelled until further notice. North and South Korea exchange warning shots off the west coast of the Yellow Sea on Monday, October 24, accusing each other of breaching maritime borders amid heightened military tension. The South's Joint Chiefs of Staff, or JCS, says it broadcast warnings and fired warning shots at a North Korean vessel that crossed the northern limit line. The North's military says it fired 10 rocket artillery rounds after a South Korean Navy ship violated the sea border on the pretext of tracking down an unidentified ship. The JCS calls the North's move a violation of a 2018 bilateral military pact banning hostile acts in the border areas. The latest exchange of fire comes amid simmering tensions, with the North carrying out weapons tests at an unprecedented pace this year. Ukraine brands Russian state-controlled broadcaster RT an insider of genocide after a presenter said Ukrainian children who see Russians as occupiers should have been drowned. Within hours, RT editor-in-chief Margarita Simonian says she had suspended presenter Anton Krasovsky for his disgusting comments. In a broadcast last week, Krasovsky said children who criticized Russia should have been thrown straight into a river with a strong current. Krasovsky also laughed at reports that Russian soldiers had raped elderly Ukrainian women. Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba says on Twitter, governments which have still not banned RT must watch this excerpt, linking to a clip of the interview. Philippine esports team Blacklist International captures its third Mobile Legends Professional League, or MPL Philippines title in 4 seasons. Blacklist pulls off a 4-2 win over Echo in the Season 10 Grand Final on Sunday, October 23 at the Blue Leaf Cosmopolitan in Quezon City. Blacklist is now the first team in MPL Philippines history to win 3 titles as it broke its tie with Season 4 and 5 champion Sunsparks. Edward Dapadap comes through for the reigning world champions and clinches the finals MVP honors. With their win, Blacklist pockets the grand prize of $45,060 or around 2.6 million pesos, while Echo bags $29,460 or around 1.7 million pesos. Blacklist now looks to claim its second straight world title in the M4 World Championship in Jakarta, Indonesia in January 2023. Pop superstar Taylor Swift makes history once more as she breaks Spotify's record for most streamed album in a single day. Spotify announces the news in a tweet congratulating Taylor and calling her feat a real legacy. Taylor responds expressing her disbelief at the news and wonders how she got this lucky. This comes following Taylor's rocky relationship with Spotify, which began in 2014 when she famously pulled out all her music from the platform, saying music should not be free. Taylor returned to Spotify in 2017 as a way to thank her fans after the commercial success of her 1989 album. Midnights is Taylor's 10th studio album following 2020's back-to-back releases Folklore and Evermore. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nina Liu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.